During his 25 years of working with the successful individuals in businesses, universities, and relationship settings, Stephen Covey discovered that high achievers were often plagued with a sense of emptiness. In an attempt to understand why, he read several self-improvement, self-help, and popular philosophy books written over the past 20 years. It was here that he noticed a stark historical contrast between two types of successes. Before First World War, success was attributed to ethics of character. This included characteristics such as humanity, fidelity, integrity, courage, and justice. However, after the war, there was a shift to what Covey referred to as the personality ethics. Here, success was attributed as function of personality, public image, behavior, and skills. Yet these were just shallow, quick successes overlooking the deeper principle of life. Covey argues it's your character that need to be cultivated to achieve sustainable success, not your personality. What we are says far more than what we say or do. The character ethics is based upon a series of principles. Covey claimed that these principles are self-evident and endure in the most religious, social, and ethics systems. They have universal application. When you value the correct principles, you see reality as it truly is. This is the foundation of the best-selling book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. What are these 7 habits of highly effective people? Covey's 7 habits are composed of primary principles of character upon which happiness and success are based. These 7 habits of highly effective people puts forward a principle-centered approach to both personal and inspirational effectiveness rather than focus on altering the outward manifestation of your behavior and attributes to aim to adapt your inner core character and motives. The 7 habits in this book will help you move from a state of dependence to independence. And finally, independence. While society and most of self-help book on the market champions independence as the highest achievement, Covey argues that it's the independence that yields that greatest result. Independence is more mature, advanced concept. It's procured the knowledge that you are an independent being, but that working with the others will produce greater result than working on your own. They attain this level of independence, you must cultivate each of 7 habits laid out in the book. These 7 habits are next. Number 1, be proactive. Number 2, begin with the end in mind. Number 3, put first thing first. Number 4, think win-win. Number 5, seeks to understand first before making yourself understood. Number 6, learn to synergize. And number 7, sharpen the saw. These 7 habits of highly effective people book summary will look at each of these habits and show you how to put them into action to become more successful in whatever you want to achieve. The habit number 1, be proactive. The first and most fundamental habit of an effective person is to be proactive. More than just taking the initiative, being proactive means taking responsibility of your life. Consequently, you don't blame your behavior on external factors such as circumstances, but all as part of conscious choice based on your values. Where reactive people are driven by the feelings, proactive people are driven by values. While external factors have the ability to cause pain, your inner character does not need to damage. What matters most is how your response to these experience. Proactive individuals focus their effort on the things they can change, whereas reactive people focus their effort on the areas of their love in the which they have to no control. They amass negative energy by the blaming external factors for their feeling of victimization. This in turn empower other forces to perpetually control them. The clearest manifestation of proactively can be seen in your ability to stick to the commitment you make to yourself and to others. This includes a commitment to self-improvement and by extension, personal growth by setting small goals and sticking to them. You gradually increase your integrity, which increases your ability to take responsibility for your life. Covey suggests undertaking a 30 days proactively test in the which you make a series of a small commitment and stick to them. Observe how this change your sense of habit. Number 2, begin with the end in mind. To better understand this habit, Covey invites you imagine your funeral. He asks to think how you would like your loved ones to remember you, what you would like them to acknowledge as your achievement, and to consider what a difference you made in their lives. Engaging in this thought experiment helps to identify some of your key values that should underpin your behavior. Accordingly, each day of your life should contribute to vision you have for your life as a whole. Knowing what is important to you means you canalize your life in service of what matters most. Habit 2 involve identifying all the scripts that are taking you away from what matters most and reading new ones that are congruent with your deepest value. This means that when challenges arise, you can meet them proactively and with integrity as your values are clear. Covey states that the most effective way to begin with the end in mind is to create personal mission statement. It should focus on the giving next. First, what you want to be character. Second, what you want to do, contribute and achievement. Third, the values upon which both of them things are based. In the time, your mission statement will become your personal contribution. It becomes the basis of your which you make every decision in your life. By making principles the center of your life, you create a solid foundation from which to flourish. This is similar to the philosophy Ray Dalio present in this book, Principles. As principles are not contingent on external factors, they don't waver, they give you something to hold on to when times get tough. With the principle-led life, you can adopt a clearer, more objective worldview. To begin this chapter, Covey asks you answer the following question. Number 1. What one thing could you do regularly that are not currently doing that improve your personal life? Second, similarly, what one thing could you do to improve your business or professional life? Where are habits one encourages you to realize you are in the charge of your own life and habit to based on the ability to visualize and to identify your key values. Habits 3 is the implementation of these two habits is focus on practice of effective self-management thought independence will. By asking yourself the above questions, you become aware that you have the power to significantly change your life in the present. Thus, having an independent will means you are capable of making decisions and acting on them. How frequently you use your independence will be depend on your integrity. Your integrity is synonymous with how much you value yourself and how well you keep your commitment. Habit 3 concern itself with prioritizing these commitments and putting the most important things first. This means cultivating the ability to say no to things that don't match your guiding principles. To manage your time effectively in accordance with the habit 3, your action must be adhered to next. First, they must be principle centered. Second, they must be conscience directed, meaning that they give you the opportunity to organize your life in accordance with your core values. Third, they define your key mission, which includes your values and long-term goals. Number 4, they give balance to your life. Number 5, they are organized weekly with daily adoption as needed. The 3 that ties as 5 days point together that is that the focus is on improving relationship and result, not on maximizing your time. This shares sentence with the Tim Ferriss, who in the 4-hour week argues that time management is deep flawed concept. Covey argues that win-win is not a technique, it's a philosophy of human interaction. It's a frame of mind that seeks out a mutual benefit of all concerned. This means that all agreements or solutions are mutually beneficial and all parties feel satisfied with the outcome. To embody this mindset, life must be seen as a cooperative, not a competition. Consequently, anything less than a win-win outcome goes against the pursuit of independence, which is the most efficient state to be operating within them. Therefore, to adopt a win-win mindset, you must cultivate the habit of interpersonal leadership. This involves exercising each of the following traits when interacting with the others. First, self-awareness. Second, imagination. Third, conscious. Fourth, independent will. To be an effective win-win leader, Covey argues that you must embrace 5 independence dimensions. Number 1, character. This is the foundation upon which win-win mentality is created, and it means acting with the integrity, maturity, and an ambitious mentality. I see there is plenty of everything for everyone. One person's success does not threaten your success. Second, relationship trust is essential to achieving win-win agreement. You must nourish your relationship to maintain a high level of trust. Number 3, agreement. This means that parties involved must agree on the desired result, guidelines, resources, accountability, and the consequences. Number 4, win-win performance agreements and supportive system. Creating a standardized, agreed upon set of desired result to measure performance within a system that can support a win-win mindset. Number 5, process All process must allow for win-win solution to arise. Habit number 5. Seek first to understand then to be understood. If you want to improve your interpersonal relationship, Covey argues that you must hand over to understand situation before attempting to make yourself understood. The ability to communicate clearly is essential for your overall effectiveness, as it's the most important skill you can train. While you spend years learning to read, write, and speak, Covey states that little focus is given you training to the skill of listening. If your principles are solid, you will naturally want to engage and listen to people without making them feel manipulated. Consequently, it's thought your character that you transmit and communicate what type of person you are. Thought it, people will come to instinctively trust and open up to you. While most people listen with the intent of replying, the proficient listener will listen with the instinct to understand. This is known as the skill of empathic listening. An empathic listener can get into the frame of reference of the person speaking. By doing so, they see the world as they know do and feel things the way they feel. Empathic listening therefore allows you to get a clearer picture of reality. When you begin to listen to people with the intent of understanding them, you will be astounded at how quickly they will open up. Once you think you have understood the situation, the next step to make yourself understood. This requires courage by using what you have learning from empathic listening. You can communicate your ideas and accordance with your listener paradigms and concerns. This increases the credibility of your ideas, as you will be speaking in the same language as your audience. Habit number 6. Synergize. When synergy is operating at its floats, it incorporates that desire to reach win-win agreements with the empathic communication. It is the essence of principle-centered leadership. It's unfires and unleashes great power from people, as it's based on the tenet that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. The seal challenges is to apply principles of synergetic creative cooperation into your social interactions. Covey argues that such instances of synergetic interpersonal group collaboration are often too neglected but should be part of your daily life. At its core, synergy is creative process to require vulnerability, openness, and communication. It means balancing the mental, emotional, and physiology differences between a group of people, and in the doing so, creating new paradigms of thoughts between the group members. This is where creativity is maximized. Synergy is effectiveness as an independent reality. This involves to teamwork, team building, and the creation of unity with others human beings. Habit number 7. Sharpen the saw. This 7th habit is all about the enhancing your thought, the 4 dimension of renewal. Number 1. Physical exercise, nutrition, and stress management. This means caring of your physical body, eating right, getting enough sleep, and exercising regularly. Number 2. Social emotional service, empathy, synergy, and eristic security. This provides you with a feeling of security and meaning. Number 3, spiritual value. Clarification and commitment, study and meditation in the focusing on this area of your life, you get closer to your center and your inner value system. Number 4, mental. Reading, visualization, planning and writing to consequently educate yourself mean expanding your mind. This is essential for effectiveness. To sharpen the saw mean the express the exercise all of 4 days motivation regularly and consistently. This is most important investment you can make your life, as you are the investment of your performance. It's essential to tend off each area with balance, as to overindulge in one area means to neglect another. However, a positive effect of shaping your saw in one dimension is that it has a knock-on positive effect in the another, due to them being interrelated. For instance, by focusing on your physical health, you inadvertently improve your mental health too. This is turn creates an upward spiral of growth and change. They help you to become significantly self-aware. Moving up the spiral means you must learn, commit and do increasingly more as you move upwards and progressively become a more efficient individual. Hope you like my effort to this audiobook. So please don't forget to comment box what you learned from this book. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.